He back. It's wartime. Pain on my face, it's time to gear up. I hear they talking fly about my king, it's time to live up. They done woke up a lion, ain't no stopping when I'm stepping. It's too late now, it's rapping in my jeans, no need for guessing. You flexing, while we repping that Elohim to the fullest. Loaded clip, man, we shoot from the hip, I dare you to pull it. These bullets is encrypted with scripture, call it the truth. That'll kill a lie in a second, but it's meant to say to you. You see the murder they committing in the booth. These musical crime lords with no verifiable proof, they sterilizing the youth. You throw your life away, give all of your time away if they verify you with blue checks.
Welcome to the first episode of Men Can We Talk. Yeah, man, y'all listen. I'm excited about this. This has been something that I've wanted to do for a minute now. I've had a lot of requests for it. And it was only right that I made a transition. For one, Dad Can We Talk will remain Dad Can We Talk. Dad Can We Talk ain't going nowhere. Believe that. But I wanted to make a transition because I feel like a lot of guys that I know aren't dads, and I want to keep Dad Can We Talk as pure as possible. Straight dads. If you ain't a dad, I just can't do it because that was the foundation. So I had a lot of requests from guys wanting to come on, saying they had things to say. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start a Men Can We Talk where we can have these other guys included and we can have some more conversations surrounding some other things in society, culture, a lot of different things pertaining to the lives of men in general. So Dad Can We Talk will be Dad Can We Talk. That's going nowhere. That will remain where it's at. So, man, y'all know who I am. I'm Anthony Ray. If you don't know me, I am the host of Dad Can We Talk. I'm here with my two brothers. I had to bring my bros along with me this time, man. I wanted it to be more of a different format. You know, Dad Can We Talk is more intimate, where it's just me and another man, and we are sitting it down and we chopping it up about life. But this time I wanted to open it up, man. I wanted to be more like a round table. For the first few episodes, you'll probably only see us three because I want to set a foundation and really get everything going. So for now, that's what you're going to see. But in the future, you won't see 3, 4, 5 people at a time, and we're going to be digging in, man. We're going to be going in, man. So that's really the vision for what we want to do here, and we want to have some real conversations, man. You know, just chopping it up. I think as men, we don't do this enough. We don't get together and have conversations. We don't uplift one another enough. We don't challenge each other on things. You know, I just think it can be healthy conversation. That's what we want to do. We want to establish healthy conversation, and we just want to push each other to be the best men possible, father, husband, whatever you are in your life. You know, we want to be able to push you. Eventually, we want to have some business owners on here. We want, you know, people from all different walks of life to come on here, and we're gonna have a conversation, man. We're gonna chop it up. So I want my brothers to introduce themselves to y'all, man, starting with Big Op.
Yo, shalom, family. It's your guy, Big Op. Some know me as D. Ross. Everyone else know me as Azrael Maccabee.
Yeah.
And we came up with this idea, man. A few months ago, I was watching a particular show, and I was like, boy, this is the conversations we need to have. Mm-hmm. There's not enough of these conversations being had. I knew my bro here had the platform and the vision, so I hollered at the guy, and we here, episode 1.
Yeah.
But about me, I am a father, a husband, a son of the Most High, and but I'm a real dude. Everything you done been through, I done been through.
Yeah.
I ain't coming at all my points of view is gonna be a point of view of this is how it can happen, I know how y'all want it to happen, and you got the choice. Them my points of view. I'm gonna give it to you raw. Maccabee means hammer, so I'm not gonna be.
That boy coming with drop the hammer.
It ain't gonna be sugar coated. It's gonna be real, uncut, but it's gonna be what we need. I'm all about building the nation, all about promoting. I'm pro black or pro Hebrew, if you want to call it. You know, no, that's no discrimination to no one else. But I need my people to uplift themselves.
Facts.
We got we got some things we need to conquer, some demons we need to destroy, so we can be who we are meant to be here on this earth.
Facts.
And so we gonna have those conversations, and we gonna keep it real, keep it gutter.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
My turn.
Go ahead.
I am Yaakov Malek Bey, and I am excited to be included in this endeavor with my ox. And we do need accountability amongst the men. A lot of brothers dealing with silent frustration, man. They spend all day quiet dealing with it. And if this could be a platform for brothers to kind of get answers to their questions that they would normally not ask for, then let's do that. We got to help brothers get free. And I think it's really healthy that we dialogue and we communicate and we get it out on the table, because who knows who is going to hear this and it would bless their lives. And I'm excited to be supporting Akshar for all the things that he's putting forth, and I feel empowered to have Maccabee in my corner. His insight is valuable. We have experience with marriage. We have experience with raising children. We have, different work, career backgrounds. Who knows what stories we gonna release? So I'm gonna try to keep some things. I'm trying to keep it as uncomplicated as possible. But if you really want to get free, if you really want to venture out and see, what we can embark on as far as conversation, dialogue to help brothers get the answers they need. I think, I myself, I gotta come with the secrets. I gotta share some stuff I probably normally wouldn't share, and hope that I'm not judged, and hopefully it'll bless somebody, because we gotta grow, man. And the only way you grow is to come out of that comfort zone and share your insight. So that's about it from me on the intro, man.
That's real. That's real. And I just think that's something that's, I think we got to keep. I think that accountability has to be one of the things at the top of our list, man, because, there's so much that I think we shy away from. And I think we just got to, for anyone that will come on the show, any guests we will have, I would never want anyone to feel, like it's a attack or anything. It's all
Correct.
It's all love.
Facts.
It's all love, and that's what I want people to know, on Dad Can We Talk is more of, I'm giving dads a platform to tell their story. Man, talk your talk, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I just provide the platform and I ask the questions. When I ask questions, whatever that man say, that's what that man say. That's his story. That's what he's been through. He's telling his experience. He's going over that. With Men Can We Talk, now we might have to. It'll be a little challenging.
A little investigation.
And I think it's only right, because we're just talking. We have a conversation. So if you feel some type of way about something, my boy say, you can challenge him. If I feel some type of way about what bro say, this is the space for us to talk and have that dialogue. And it ain't, at the end of it all, it's love. It's cool. We good. We dap it up, and we take it back to the house. And I think that's something that we need, man. So, going forward, we'll have some topics. Some of our topics that we're gonna be talking on will be stuff like I think we discussed talking about hip hop. We're gonna talk about hip hop and its effect on the community. We're gonna talk about we're gonna get into conversations like that. Politics. How we feel about the current climate of politics where we are right now. We're gonna talk about I think one of on the next episode, y'all can look forward, man, that we're gonna be looking to talk about the myth of the absent black man.
Yeah.
And the reason we gonna go there because
they lying.
They lie about a lot of stuff.
Look,
yeah.
right now,
They lying.
at this moment, we said it's a myth of the absent black father or absent black man, and there's 3 black fathers in the household sitting in front of you right now.
Yeah.
And the majority of the oxen I kick it with are married with kids, and they taking care of their business.
All that.
Facts.
So they lying.
Yeah.
And we it's the myth, and they want to perpetrate that. When I say they, I'm talking about the media platforms, the newspapers, the social platforms. We don't control. Our people don't control that stuff. So the folks that do control this stuff, they have an agenda to paint us into a corner that ain't true.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us is jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of us ain't in place.
Facts.
Definitely.
But I'm not believing no statistics from my enemy. I'm not believing nothing my enemy says when it comes to talking about who my people are and the condition that we live in. We got to get together and we got to look at this thing for ourselves. And so the myth of the missing black man, we gonna tap on that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
We gotta get into that.
Yeah. So y'all be looking forward to that because I think that's gonna be that. It's only right for us to hit the ground running with that right there because like my boy say, man, everywhere I look. Now eventually, I ran into a brother that ain't handling his business or whatever. But it's rare for me. I'm just talking from my experience. For me, it's rare that I see that. I hear every now and then, women might talk about how a man ain't doing this and her man ain't doing that or her baby daddy, whatever. And sometimes the women don't be lying. But sometimes
they do.
But sometimes if you investigate, you will see that there's more to the story.
Yeah. Indeed.
So, I see a lot of that. I hear a lot of that. So, we want to do a little bit of investigating, man. We want to sit down and have these talks. I wouldn't mind having some so-called deadbeats on the show. Ooh. I wouldn't. I mean, so ladies, if any ladies might listen to this, man, y'all got all authority to hit me up.
We live right now. We live right now. Go ahead, type it in chat.
Got all y'all got the okay to hit me up and say, hey, listen. He ain't doing 1, 2, and 3, A, B, and C. If you give me his contact information, I'll make contact with bro, and tell him we want to have a sit down.
Clear his name up. It's all about accountability, baby.
So, if there's any women out there that listen to this, and you might be having an issue with the man, we don't mind sitting down with the man. We ain't finna bash him. We ain't gonna judge him. We gonna hit a man out.
But if we find out.
You on that foolishness?
Right. Come on now.
And that's what we gonna do. So
we're gonna call you out, sis. You know how some of y'all like to stress these brothers out. This brother trying to do right.
Yeah.
So, but now we don't want to do the gossip thing. We ain't really trying to. But reality of it is that if there's a brother who he has children, he's having a hard time finding a job. Maybe he ain't looking for no job. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then it's also our responsibility to be able to say, well, bro, what kind of skills you got? What can you do? And I'm networked in the community on every level. My brother's a network in the community on every level. There's no reason why, we couldn't help a brother find some employment some way, somehow. And you sisters, too, need to go to work, too, now. You can wait on that government check. Get that blood money back and start to an LLC.
Yeah.
So
man. So I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
When you think of a man, like what is it that you see when somebody say, "Be a man"?
So my perspective is a little different from what you would normally hear, to put your strap your boots up, go provide for your household. And in my age, I've learned different. I used to think that was the way. My granddad showed me, he told me, man, make sure you pay the bills. Go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Go to work, pay the bills, you being a man. But the intent of the Most High is not that. A man, the first thing he was given was responsibility. He has the responsibility of everything. Mm-hmm. It ain't certain areas. If he's not directly having his hand inputted in it, he's the overseer of it. Mm-hmm. It's his vision that's being carried out within the household. As a woman, as a helpmeet, is not to be ruled over. Being ruled over is part of a punishment, but the actual intent was for her to help the man in his vision. The man gives the instructions, shows how things should be done, and the woman makes sure that it's being carried out in wisdom. This is why wisdom is referred to as a she.
Her.
Because she gives the man, because we wild sometimes. You know, we just be like, we gonna put a nail in the wall. All right, boom, just put the nail in the wall. But where are you actually putting that nail? Where did that nail really need to go? What are you putting that nail in the wall for? That's just us. But the woman gonna give us the whole rundown on it. So we need that input. But when I see a man to me is is one who holds down everything. Like, I think that's where we all lack it, because we focus on one thing too much, and we forget about certain areas when we supposed to be in all aspects. We get on the wife about cleaning up, but the kids only gonna clean up based on how the dad cleaned up. I know in my house, my wife is an ex-cheat. So all she do is clean up. But if I leave something out, them kids follow right behind me. Mm-hmm. So it's like we have to be inputted on everything, and the man is the visionary. He's the leader. He's the instructor. He's the demonstrator. And once he's in line doing everything the right way, everything else should follow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are there any cases in which a woman should lead in the home?
Ooh. I'm going to say this, right? I'm just giving you from the point of view of the Most High. Mm-hmm. That one never her duty. Yeah. But she should always, regardless to where the man stands, she should be in good standing with the Most High. And her being in good standing with the Most High will put a man back into good standing with the Most High. That's my point of view.
Yeah.
And so, if that means she listened to what the man, I don't care how bad this man is, she ain't being disrespectful to him, she ain't jumping out of pocket with him, she's staying in her place as the wife. Mm-hmm. But she ain't letting what he do take her from being the woman of the Most High she's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And that will make him see, all right, I'm kind of off, because I know she should be acting a certain way towards me right now, and she not. Because every man know when they're wrong. I don't care who you is. You know you out of pocket.
Straight up.
Even when you don't want to admit it, but you know you out of pocket. And if a woman, she ain't bashing you down, and she's still doing her part, you had no point but to fall in line.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. Me and my wife had a conversation about this one night. I was telling her that, I mentioned, right what you just said. I made the statement to her that I believe that women are more prideful than men.
Ooh.
And she was like, what? You know, and a lot of people say stuff like that. People say that, you know, we always talk about men and their pride. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, men are prideful, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you're going to have to explain that one to me. And I'm like, look at it. Mm-hmm. Think about it. A man is very prideful. Mm-hmm. You know, we can get stuck in our pride, but the one thing about a man, we always know when we wrong. Mm-hmm. Even though we might fight it, but we know we wrong. Our pride makes us fight the fact that, damn, I know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And so we'll fight to try to make it seem right, even though we know it's wrong. And then after a while, it's like, damn, I'm tripping, cuz. Like, a woman don't even know she wrong. A woman will be dead wrong and not even know it. And you telling her, putting it right in her face and say, you know, you wrong. She can't even see it. And she was like, and she said something, I forgot what she said in defense of that. And I'm like, you doing it right now. You can't accept the fact, like, I'm like, the fact that you say that you can't even see that you wrong, that's a problem. Mm. At least me, I can see when I'm wrong. Now I'm gonna fight it, but I can see it. Mm. Most women don't even see when they're wrong a lot of times. And I'm like, I believe that's one of the biggest differences between the pride of a man and the pride of a woman. I think that women just don't see it at times. Now us, we gonna see that thing. And it's like, so the question come for us is like, why do we fight it so much? Like, when you know you wrong, why do we continue to fight it?
I think it also would depend on the situation. I won't make a broad statement like that. I don't disagree with you, but
not all women.
Yeah. I know you didn't mean all women, but there's a spirit of stubbornness that sisters seem to like kind of be in neutral, stubborn. You know what I mean? But you also got to take each case by case, because some sisters grew up with, you know, just mom. And mom empowered them to be independent and to not have to depend on no man, because mom went through a situation where dude bounced and she had to. So naturally she wants to empower her daughter to be self-sufficient. So now when this female gets into a relationship, you know, she already knows how to just do what she got to do to make it, and. But wants to be with a man, wants a husband, wants to be led, you know. But bro came up in a broken home too, so he don't know how to lead. So now there's this, I'm talking about me. So not broken home part, but not knowing how to lead.
Yeah, indeed.
Not knowing how to lead a woman, like that's real. Sister made a comment on Facebook today, and she said the comment was, sis, if he don't want to act right, get rid of him and get one that'll act right. And I was like, well, dang, maybe bro need help.
Yeah.
You so quick to want what you want, but build a brother. You know what I'm saying? You go to the mall, you want to build a bear. Build a brother.
So,
I mean, like,
I think
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
In what aspect?
Because it ain't a woman's job to build a man.
Nah.
And also, I was gonna say a lot of them
just being straight up, and that's. I'm being real.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
When you got to do what you got to do to get things in check, you know, we got to consider what's been thrown at us.
Facts.
And the backbone of our people is the black woman.
Facts.
And I use that word black reluctantly, but for the sake of the conversation, I'm not going to repeat it. But the backbone of our community is her. The mother, the earth, the moon, like, and they have had to do it all because we the target. They took us out systematically, on purpose, intentionally, destroyed our men, and left. They were left to fend and take care of the children, and so now you got sisters, careers, college, you know what I'm saying, pursuing endeavors and dreams, don't want no kids, like, it's. A sister has to know, and vice versa, a brother got to know too, how to build him up, how to speak into him, how to, you know, sometimes you got to show the brother how to deal with his finances. Sometimes you got to show a brother, you know, what needs to happen in the kitchen. So when she come home, she can do her thing. A lot of brothers are sloppy, lazy, and don't want to, you know, because it's what they picked up along the way growing up. you know, now you in a relationship where he might not be the breadwinner. Or maybe he is, but he's frivolous with his money. You know what I mean? He needs to be shown by someone, and all praises if it's the woman he's with to show him, let's do the finances like this, baby. Let's plan this vacation like that. You know, let's do our groceries like this. Sometimes, and you're right, I ain't saying that's her job, but in the state that we in, man, we need sisters that got patience and can see.
I agree
You know
with you
what I
on
mean?
that. I agree with
Yeah.
you that, yeah, women, in these times, our women need to be a little bit more patient. But our fellas need to be more proactive
And trying to get right.
and trying to get right before, especially before getting into the, especially now, like, information is plentiful. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is plentiful. You should know by now. It's been enough life experience to know that you shouldn't just go into a relationship any kind of way. Like we still thinking with our System 1 brain, where we reptilians and all we want to do is just bang and eat. You feel me? And the man, at this point in time, you gotta know better.
We can't afford to be like
We
that.
can't afford to be like that, man. We can't afford to raise our boys like that and deliver them to these women. Like it's too much. It's too much at stake now. Like
mouthful right.
it's too much at stake for us to keep playing that role. And guys are like, went to a comedy show this weekend, right? And all the comics said the same thing. They all was like dissing marriage.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Like, why you diss marriage? What? Because of what they've been taught and how they are. They don't know how to accept the true strength in marriage. Marriage was gonna rule the world.
Especially with our people.
Yeah, when it comes to us,
All we gotta do is marry and make babies, and it's over for
it's
everybody
over.
else.
Yeah.
So like
Straight up.
we gotta get to the point of accepting that marriage is really a good thing, but you gotta do it right, man. You can't just
Correct.
walk in, tell a female you love her and she look good and this it. We gonna be happily ever after. How? What's the process? Like, how do you see where do you see our family at 10 years from now? Man, my wife be killing me sometimes. What's our vision? Just out of the blue, random. And they be throwing me off sometimes because, like, I be focused just on normal everyday life. But she'll throw that curveball and I'm like,
That's the building.
yeah.
That's what I meant by a sister got to be able to build a brother. So for her to throw that at you is amazing.
Yeah.
Because now you like, oh shoot, I'm on check.
Yeah,
Like,
let me
what,
get right.
What is the vision? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am the man. I am, and that's I honor that. You know what I mean? I saw a little quick 30-second video on Facebook of the brother, you know, put on his suit and his tie and he checking his beard and he getting all ready to go out and the sister grabs, she turns and she facing me, she say, look, and the woman is telling him, you are a king. You are amazing. You
Yeah.
are talented. You are gifted.
Yeah.
And when you go out here, you're going to blow them out the water. It's already done. I believe in you, baby. Like that's,
Affirmation.
bro, that's what a mother does to her little boy before he go out on the football field or before he go to school in the morning. That's you know, that's nurturing. That's the beauty of being in a relationship with a strong woman, with a patient woman. That when you can build, brother gotta build a sister up too. You gotta do the same thing.
But you know how much stronger affirmation from a man is than from a woman?
You saying for a woman to affirm, to give words of affirmation to a man isn't as strong as a man giving affirmation to a woman?
To a woman or another man.
Why
Not
wouldn't
father to the son, father to a daughter, father to his wife.
Because he the head.
The affirmation from him
That's dope.
is way more stronger than the affirmation for her. Because you see it all the time. You can see you can see in the households where the father is kind of he's real stern, and the mother is, I don't want to say soft, but she's the nurturer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She gives those affirmations. She gives those
Yeah, I see where you're going.
those you can do it, those attaboys.
He said.
But when Dad said, well, it feel like he Goku now.
Yeah, because that's the order.
Yeah.
You could have you could have the whole pride of lionesses hunting, killing, running it, keeping the government in order, cubs are getting fed. But when that lion, when the pride leader stands up and roars,
hey,
even those who were just hunting and killing
come
and
to
ordering,
attention.
yeah, you're right.
Come to attention.
Yeah, because it's the order of it.
Yeah.
It's the order of it. That's real. Yeah, man.
So that's why I say it's not a woman duty. We got to get back to
You're right.
the man
Putting
those things in order, like, because as long as the woman do it, it's gonna be a flaw to it, and that just straight up because it wasn't never her job to do it. You know, women can be emotional, very emotional, and a man's job is not to be emotional. We was one of the ox doing a lesson a few weeks ago, and he said it's been sticking with me for a minute too. He was like, man, there's some soft suckers out here. He was like, most worst thing I heard, a man talking about I need a woman to love me for me. I said, love you for you. Like, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, if you ain't providing, if you're not taking care of the household, why should she love you?
Right.
Like, that's your job. There's no unconditional in this part. A man love is conditional. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
Would you say that would go? So I seen a scripture a few weeks ago that I never really paid too much attention to until the day I looked at it in 1 Corinthians in chapter 7 when it was talking about marriage, and I never realized that it says that a man should not divorce his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So it says now when it speaks to the woman, first it speaks to the woman, and it says a woman should not leave her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But if she does leave, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband.
Mm-hmm.
The very next sentence says a man should not divorce his wife, and goes to a whole other subject.
So go further up in that same thing, right? And say a man should love his wife like Christ loved the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what did he say about the woman? The woman should respect the man. He don't say love the man.
Mm-hmm. That's Ephesians. That one right there is in Ephesians.
No, it's in Corinthians.
That was in Corinthians.
I think that's in Corinthians. I
know
we were just talking about it this weekend.
Your wife like
Christ loved the church.
That's in Ephesians.
And
I know.
Likewise, women respect your man.
Yeah.
And don't say love that joke. It ain't about love, because the man got a whole duty to do.
So that's heavy right there, man.
So would you say
that about love?
So would you say that?
What love got to do with it?
Nah.
So would you say? I mean, now there is the meme that always goes around on social media that says that only women and children, I think. Only women and children are loved unconditionally.
No, women, children, and dogs.
And dogs. Yeah.
I love unconditional.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's fact, because...
Which is why we need men, can we talk?
Yeah. But, no, that's...
We got no love out there, bro.
It's facts, like, because we got something we supposed to do. Again, when man was created, the first thing he had was responsibility. It had nothing to do with no love. Nothing at all, man.
Yeah. It's a sobering... well, actually, it's more of a but put your bootstraps on and keep it going, son. You get check them tires in the morning, check that oil, make sure everything's straight before she hit the road type thing.
Hey,
if
so
she
have to be loved, though.
What's the play? Fences
with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
What I joined, that was deep.
Remember the conversation he had with his son?
I ain't got the love.
None of you.
Yeah, this ain't about love. I got a responsibility.
You got clothes on your back.
Right.
You got food in the house.
Right.
That's all it's about for me with you, man.
He said, did he say why you don't like me?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Say why you don't love me?
He said why you don't like me? Yeah. He said, I ain't gotta like you, boy.
That ain't. He said something about that. Ain't a part of the.
That ain't part of the
That wasn't
deal.
part of the deal.
I provide.
If you
for
spend the rest of your life worrying about who like you, better make sure people respect you.
Yep.
Yeah, you get caught up. That like and love is emotion.
It's an emotion.
You get caught up in that, then you gonna miss the mark. You always gonna be disappointed. You know. Yeah. I think it's important to have a warlike mentality for brothers, man. This is something that had to be counseled into me, because when you at war, there's no sex in war. There's no pleasure in war. There's no comforts in war. There's no, amenities. You're at, you're wet, you're muddy, you're hot, you're whatever. It's a challenging state of mind that you go into when you are facing battle, when you're going into battle. And so in marriage,
you know what that reminds me of? Uriah.
I was already sitting here thinking it, so
yeah. There's one of my favorite movies is 300 with Gerard Butler. And there's a moment in the movie where he's, he has the 300. They're all in ranks. They're ready to go, and they're leaving, and he stops and turns to his wife and his son, and he speaks to his son and he speaks to his wife, and there's no room for emotion. Yeah. I'm paraphrasing, but he said there's no room for weakness. And she tells him before he goes off to battle, come back with your shield or on it. Like
either you come back or you
come back on your shield, meaning go out there and do what you're supposed to do, even if that means dying. In regards to defending the nation, right. Creating an atmosphere for the families can flip. Like that's, brothers get caught up in, she don't want to do this, and she this, and she made me feel like that. Technically, man, that whatever she going through emotionally, it's like weather. It's gonna change. And if you just kind of put your raincoat on, you know what I'm saying, get your shovel, your snow shovel, and put your boots on, it'll pass. And if you get caught up in how she feeling, you ain't, you become the weaker vessel. You become the weaker vessel. That's how you kind of encourage brothers to get through that relationship stuff, man. I mean, people who got 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years, everyone has thought about walking out.
Facts.
Everyone's thought about quitting. And everyone has said, I hate her. I can't stand her. She has said it too. I can't. Why I even got with her? We got children hiding her head of that. Like, everyone has had those thoughts because those are emotions in response to the challenges you're facing, because you selfish, you're stubborn, you're lazy, you talk when you should be listening. Like this is the things that we have to navigate through. Yeah, man, that's my wife and I going through some changes, and it's we 20 years in, and it's too late to be talking about
real talk.
Anything but you be on that side of the house, I'll be over here till we get together type thing. Like that's heavy, man.
Listen, this game ain't for us no more.
No.
Well, I'm being real. When we out at that comedy show this weekend, man, I look around, I said, boy, no, I could never. No way. No way. No. My mind couldn't even begin to fathom the foolishness that exists in this world, man.
With single people.
With single people, boy, no way. No way.
I always tell my wife, if me and her don't make it,
well, I'm going in the cage.
I'm good. Because I honestly don't think, knowing everything I know now about women, for one, about marriage, I won't have the patience and the love and all that stuff I have for my wife. That's a one-time thing.
And not to cut you off, your options dissipate.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's a sister who's been married for 5 or 10 years and she got 2 kids. Now she talking about divorce and he want to go that way. Girl, don't nobody want you. You got 2 children with a pooch. Yeah. You got 10 years of a relationship behind you. What brother want to deal with you with 2 children? And dude, you got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Don't nobody want you, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this now. Now it's all about how you look at it, right?
It is, but I'm just saying.
I'm being straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something. It's a joker out here.
Right.
It's a joker for.
But
boy, listen.
But when we talk about
Being
leaving
real.
When you leave in marriage, which is the highest of highs in accomplishments, and you anything you do is a downgrade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying people haven't left 10-year marriages and went on and been with somebody for 10 more years and had it. I'm saying realistically, and we coming from a Torah-based perspective. And for those of y'all out there, biblically, we're coming from a biblical perspective because we believe in righteousness, we believe in cleanliness, we believe in holiness. So marriage is not something that man came up with. The man did not design the institution of marriage, because if it was left up to us, we'd run amok. Marriage, you know what I'm saying, that's divine, that's sacred, because it is we are the foreshadow of the groom to come. You know, and so sis, don't nobody want you with when you got 2 children already. You know what I'm saying? Like any brother you get with,
shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Your chances go way down, you know, and it's sad because a lot of sisters have given the like Kevin Samuels says, you've given this man the greatest gift a woman can ever give, and that's children. You know, you've honored him and you never required him to be your husband.
Yeah.
Now you got 2 children and you want to make another man
your husband
meet that girl.
And that's just real. Like, people don't understand. If we understood the sacredcy of birth, of reproduction, it would, I think, we changed our mindset on it. You wouldn't be so quick to lay down on both sides.
Yeah, if it was brought out properly.
It on both sides, man. Because you want your seed to go into the best ground. You feel me? You don't want to put your seed in no old dry desert. You know, ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there that's gonna promote a nurturing environment for this seed. I.e., with a woman, you don't want no raggedy seed. You don't want no mutt.
That dog water, boy.
Like you don't want no dog water, man. Straight like that.
Yeah.
So we gotta understand those concepts. If we can see that part, then you wouldn't be laying down and coming up with 2 babies and 2 different baby daddies and still ain't married, then expecting the next dude to marry you.
Right.
For what?
Why should he?
Like what? Why?
The world don't owe you no apologies. The world don't owe you no explanation on why they don't want to deal with you. It's sad, but it's real.
That's real.
It's real. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of, and really it is a result of the family structure just being torn apart.
Yep.
You know, you start a new job and they just throw you out there and you do the job. You're gonna mess the job up if you ain't had no training.
That's
you know,
real.
I got 2 sons. I'm raising husbands. I'm not raising boyfriends. I'm raising husbands.
Facts.
You know, if I got anything to do with it, they both gonna be virgins until that night.
Alright.
And that's how we should be functioning. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? I grew up perverted.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up sexually hyper, and perverted. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why, you know, I messed up a lot of sisters' heads. And that's the reason why I experienced loneliness and the depression and the emotional thing that come with relationships like that. I think about the stuff I dealt with women and stuff that I caused. I don't want my sons to go through that, man.
Yeah.
I can't harbor them because I ain't God, but I can, you know, now that I know how jacked up I was, being a jack off, I gotta prepare my boys to talk about that crazy stuff, man.
That's real.
You know, and so that stuff will run a brother slap crazy.
Man, that's one of the topics we're gonna definitely have to hit on.
What's that?
Sex. And especially pornography within
Perversion.
men. Perversion. Because that's one of them topics that goes deep.
It drains you.
It
It'll
literally
drain you.
goes like, I know for me it go all the way back to like 6th grade.
Yes, sir.
So what you in 6th grade? What? 13, 12?
No. 11.
11, 12.
bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
11 years old, 12 years old, being exposed to things you shouldn't be exposed to.
Right.
Man.
And it's in everything. So it's in everything. Perversion is in a doggone Tide commercial.
Oh my
For
God.
dish liquid and clothes detergent. It's in there. If you you know what I'm saying? I don't mean extreme, but
It is like the Skittles commercial.
Skittles?
Y'all ever seen like they got these X-rated commercials that play in other countries?
No.
Yeah, man.
I believe it.
No, man.
Oh, the girl, doing her thing. And
No, man.
he shoot out Skittles.
Wow.
I'm like, what?
That's wicked.
No, man.
Like for real, like it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. Watch these kids cartoons. SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like Disney is
Real.
horrible, but Disney is the devil.
But when we know who's behind those particular creations and
Facts.
we realize, because that's the spirit of that people
Facts.
putting it, yeah, man, that
Another
ain't our
topic.
nature. That's another topic. That ain't our nature. That ain't our
Another
nature,
topic,
man. So,
So yeah, man, I think that's good, man, for going forward. These are some of the things y'all can look forward to, man. We got a lot of stuff we got to get to, a lot of different topics. There's a lot of things that we got to get to, man. So we got plenty of time, and one by one we're gonna be tackling these different subjects, these different areas, man, and just good conversation. Things that I just believe that we need to talk about and enlighten each other on, because there's a lot that I just don't know about. So me, I'm always trying to learn from somebody else. Like that's the whole thing I always say about Dad Can We Talk. Every time I sit down and talk with a different person, I learn something in every episode. I'm like, dang, bro, that's something that I need to go home and work on, like tonight. Like I need to start incorporating that into the way that I raise my kids and the way that I treat my kids, the way that I love my wife and treat my wife. Just different things that I learned in every episode, bro. Like I don't think there's been one episode where I just didn't, something bulb came on in my head. Like, dang, I get it.
And you go back to the marriage, you go back home, you go back to your wife. That's your project. That's your assignment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Straight up.
I've had that inclination last few years. I've had that inclination too. I'm gonna train my wife. I'm gonna get you right, girl. I'm gonna train my wife. I'm gonna get her right. But I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I gotta get right. So I gotta get around brothers, who are on that same mindset. But and I had a conversation with a sister not too long ago, who said she want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
They do.
She said, I want a man who will tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, boy, you meet my wife, boy. She ain't with that, boy. She ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give credit to the wife, man, because I'm a handful. And it's crazy how I just think I'm being honest. I'm being honest and open-minded and humble. My wife put up with me, man. That's amazing, man. Because I know how, raw and uncut I can be. And I'm very grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful.
Real talk.
That she has the nature of, she's a true mother.
Yeah.
My mama put up with me. Like, that's, I salute moms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, wow. All the talking back and me sneaking and lying, and I went into a marriage doing the same thing.
Yep.
13, 14, 15, sneaking out the window to go get me some.
Yeah.
27, 20, 29, sneaking out to go hit the club and and come back sneaking in out 3. I'm supposed to be married. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, that's that. So a lot of brothers ain't clicking, bro. You gotta stop doing the same stuff you was doing when you was a kid. You doing it in this relationship, and
That's all about
you gonna run her off.
changing the mindset, man.
Dang.
We gotta rewire our minds. You gotta rewire our minds, man. We looking at things with the same lenses that we had when we was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old.
Always messing up and yeah, you drop the ball now in a marriage. It's big. You forget what you're supposed to.
Impulsive.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I did it You know what I'm saying? You can't. Yeah, I'll be excited to let a brother know, man. Check with her first, bro, before you spend that. You know, you know, get with her and share. My wife has always been the financier. She's always been the good with the money. You know, I'm so grateful for that, man. That's a balance, a yin and a yang. You gotta have that.
That's real.
You know?
That's real, man.
So, but yeah, we'll get into the hot topics, man. And it's necessary. We definitely have to open up the book, open them can of worms, you know, and we want to encourage people to chime in. You know what I mean? Encourage people to challenge us too. You know, I ain't Mr. Know-It-All. It's just, you know, we have to have that four corners balanced conversation so people can get the answers they need, man.
That's facts, man.
Yeah, man. Gotta have that.
We looking for the interaction. We looking for the smoke. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Real talk.
Yeah, we need your input, your voices, so that we can build. Cause there ain't no building if it ain't no work being done. You know, we gotta put in the work, man. Shout out to JT. I see you, big fella.
Big
My
dog.
big op.
And what's cool about Men Can We Talk, we're unlimited. And you know, with Dad Can We Talk, it is limited to the marriage, to the father, to the what's called. But as men, we can call out
Take that
all that
jump.
junk.
we can call. I'm calling out coons. That's I want blood.
Yeah.
I want blood for you sellouts.
This is a no coon
Our
zone.
people, man, we hurting, and we got our own people out there siding with a system that is truly perpetrating our demise. And so it's natural. It's only natural for a real warrior to call that out. You know what I mean? And so nobody's safe. Nobody's safe, man. No, we're it's 2022, and we're too far into, we're too far into the game to be nice, considering what has been taking place in the last 3 years. They running amok on us. This Hunger Games for real. I won't mince no words. You know, I won't. I will respect other people's position in regards to maybe your employment, maybe the community you live in. But with me, I just, I'm to the point of no return, where I feel really good that I can say whatever the hell I want to say.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody do nothing. You know, I wasn't all when you're in a position where you have to be mindful of what you want to say. But you got to respect people because they got families to feed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think we are at a place in time with our people where we have to begin to, we got to be honest, man, and call this stuff what it is. You know? And so it's cool that we could, as men, can we talk, I look forward to getting into topics of race, religion, sexuality, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we going in. Huh?
You know, that those are healthy things that we could discuss. Those are things they say you should never talk about: race, religion, and politics.
No.
You should never talk about that.
Yeah.
You know?
We talking about it on him.
But it's
definitely.
Yeah, man.
Gots to. We gotta do that. So y'all be looking forward to that. We talking race, religion, politics. We doing all that. We going all that. We and sometimes we might be going 60 and a 20. We going we
all gas, no
it
brakes.
is what it is, And it's certain things we just gotta talk about, man. Because I truly believe that we're in the last days, man. It ain't no time to act like it ain't. It ain't what it is. If you just look around you, we see it all around us.
Keep playing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and we could be exclusive. We can talk about our people.
Yeah,
And don't apologize for it.
Straight up.
Don't even apologize for it.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm finna tell you right now. I have no quarrels with no one else, man. I mean, you can be a man and learn from what we're talking about, but my words are directed to my black brothers.
Come on.
Straight up. And that's something that I always say. Even when it came to Dad Can We Talk, I got a lot of questions like this one white guy at my job bought a shirt from me one time. And he was like, Anthony, man, I was curious, he was like, well, I was like, man, appreciate you for buying a shirt, man. And he was like, I was kind of scared, I didn't know if it was, for white dads. I'm like, yeah, it's for white dads. I mean, anybody can buy the shirt, but I'm like, my main focus if you look at, I was explaining the shirt to him, the fist, the colors in the shirt. I'm like, when I was in my class and I had an assignment when it came to branding, and it was like, who is your target audience?
Right.
My target audience was black men, black dads.
Right.
Straight up, I wanted to encourage black dads and also highlight black dads and change the narrative surrounding black fatherhood. Straight up. But I'm like, that doesn't mean that, oh, I hate white dads. Nah, I'm just saying my main focus is black dads, because we are the ones, I believe, that have been targeted and we have been misunderstood and misrepresented. So I said, you know what, let me jump into this media game and intercept some of that coverage.
That's right.
You know, and I'm going to change the narrative and highlight these dudes and give them, you know, a platform where they can come on and tell their stories. And that was 2 years ago, literally. Like, I started February 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So in the last 2 years, what I saw is, I feel like I've seen men that I'm connected to more encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're telling me, man, bro, listen, the guy I went and talked with last weekend, he was like, man, I feel like ain't nobody never feel like they care about what I got going on, you know, and giving me a voice. You know, he's from little Arcadia, Florida. And he like, man, nobody don't care nothing about people in Arcadia. But they were like, bro, you drove way out here with your wife and your kids, bro.
How
to
far
come
is it?
sit. That's like a little past Tampa. It was about 3.5 hours.
What's up?
Down by Fort Myers.
Passion.
And it's like,
That's real.
I'm like, yeah, I came down here, bro. You got a story. You ain't got to be no celebrity and all this stuff. And just to see his esteem, to see how he was lifted up after we were done, it was like, dang, bro, I feel good. Like, bro, you really make me feel good about myself, bro.
That's real.
And it's like, that's what I want to see in our people, because I feel like for years we've been so beat down and so discouraged about what we see all around us, what we hear all around us. And I just feel like I want to tell, you know, another black man, bro, you important, bro. You are important, bro. You have a purpose. You all that, bro. Like, your story matters. You encourage me, bro.
Yeah.
And so now with Men Can We Talk, I want to do the same thing. Not saying that white men, I love to have some white guests on. Let's talk. But don't be offended by anything. Let's sit down and talk. But for the majority, man, I got some guys right on my mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
Some black business owners,
Yeah.
you know, who need some coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like, I want to give them brothers an opportunity to come on here and talk about their business.
Because it's
Talk
not
about what they're doing.
going to get the air it deserves. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't get it from nowhere.
And if you are offended, that's good.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of dialogue. You know what I mean? So you can learn why you shouldn't be offended.
Yeah.
So you can be free
Straight up.
from from being offended. Like,
Yeah.
it's really important. And see, we have to stop explaining ourselves to people who are outside of our nation. We have to stop explaining. Like, Nike don't explain nothing to us.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Publix don't explain nothing to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you steady, you know, going to Publix. You steady buying Nikes. Like, they don't care nothing about us. All they care about is the exploitation of our youth. You know, these universities, UF, Miami, Georgia Tech, they don't care nothing about all them black football players on the football team, the track team. They don't care nothing about us, man. But you forgot about Morehouse. You forgot about Bethune-Cookman. You forgot about FAMU. Send your cheering there. But we think the glitter and the diamonds is at University of Florida.
The white people.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not.
Yeah.
Let them people have, you know.
Let them have them.
Yeah.
Because just remember, when them things was open, we weren't allowed them in the first place.
Facts.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
So,
Straight up.
I told a brother and I, we were arguing the other day, and he was mad about the topic, the concept of when a black person is in an all white neighborhood, and people call the police on them. I was like, why you mad about that? That's them people neighborhood.
yeah,
They call who they want to call. Your black ass ain't supposed to be in there no way.
right.
Look at our neighborhoods. Look how we do our neighborhoods.
That's real.
Ride through our neighborhood. Look how we trash our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Look how we sell drugs in our neighborhood. Look how we victimize each other. Them white folks don't want that in their neighborhood. They supposed to call the police on your behind.
Yeah.
I'm just being sober.
Yeah.
With this, like, why we mad when we feel like? Why we get upset when white people treat us a certain way?
When they don't accept us.
They supposed to do that.
Yeah.
We the one.
Yeah.
That's what they supposed to do. Why? Stay out of the business.
Yeah.
Stay out, you can't get mad at no white folks when you steady shopping at Publix.
Yeah.
When you steady going to Walmart, you steady going to watching the Super Bowl, you steady watching go to the movies and watching the movie that came out. Ain't no black people making no money off of that stuff. So how you mad when white people treat you a certain way?
When they want you involved. That's bottom line.
Now,
what it is.
Would you encourage a woman who's in an abusive relationship to stay in that relationship?
Not at all.
No, you would encourage her to get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I don't. You done with it. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't too much you can do.
Yeah. And stop apologizing. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about if you're gonna offend a white person with what you say. They straight.
Yeah.
They have economy. They don't pack out the prison system. You know what I'm saying? Their bodies don't lay in the street for 3 hours after they get shot. They don't deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
We deal with that stuff. So stop playing with them people and get your act together. It's the same advice I would give my son if he, running behind these children in the street. Why are you running behind? That's why you got in trouble. You run behind these people. Want to be where they be, doing what they do. Bring your butt home. Let's clean up our neighborhood. Let's sweep our streets.
That's real, man.
We ain't got no business getting upset about that stuff, man.
I just dive into politics a little bit. Watching all this foolishness going on with Russia, right? Ain't nothing over there in Ukraine for the United States. Nothing. But everybody and their mama want the United States to stand up to Putin. For what? So we got a stake in the game. So now, gas finna go up. Y'all better go to the grocery store. They ain't gonna have no tissue in about 2 weeks. All because we putting our nose in somebody else's business.
And here we are. Okay, Russia, Ukraine, China, United States. I'm talking to my people.
Go.
Your masters are fighting each other. Your rulers are at war with each other. You should pray for all of them to wipe each other out.
Yeah.
How you gonna root for the U.S.? How you gonna root for your masters? Your slave masters are about to go to war. You should only pray for their demise completely. Like, you have no vested interest in what's going on in those places, although economically it's going to affect it. China pull out what they own, it's a wrap.
Dead.
Cause that's who own the U.S.
But that's gonna be our freedom. That's gonna be our ticket.
The chosen.
Yeah.
If you own that. So yeah, I'm like, I don't.
That's our ticket.
I watch because I watch because it's like, I'm interested in seeing these. It's funny to me that the problems that are going on in the world, the issues we're having with medical, food, prison system, education, it ain't ran by Aboriginal, indigenous, melanated people. It's ran by Caucasoid, DNA, recessive genetic people.
Yeah.
Their nature. The proof that we seeing how the world is all jacked up is because of the nature of the people who are ruling. This should be common sense.
Pause. This gonna go back to our conversation about the man.
Okay.
You just made a great point. The world is the way it is because of the rulers that be.
Facts.
So you want to see what a household look like?
Check the man,
Check
the ruler.
The ruler of the house.
If he jacked up and selfish and retarded, the whole house will be jacked up and retarded.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't like. I'm interested in what's going on globally because it's almost predictable. I watched a lady give an announcement at a tennis match, and they were talking about bringing your own balls.
Yeah.
To the tennis, man.
Bring your own. You can't touch, and literally, this is on Facebook. Some of y'all probably have seen this, already. She said you have to bring your own tennis balls, and you can't play with someone else's balls. And so immediately when we talking about tennis, a tournament, and I'm like, you really tripping about COVID like that? Like you have to bring your own. And then if you are, and then she said you have to Sharpie mark the Sharpie on the ball so you know it's your ball. And like that's what these Caucasians. This is the culture that they. Medicine. Medicine is killing you.
Mm.
But they learn medicine from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you taking Tylenol when it's a plant that gives Tylenol what Tylenol has. Like, so we're following these ways, and we're wondering why everything jacked up. You following the leader, and they blind. They don't know how to function righteously. They don't know how to function holistically. You know. But what's crazy is more. I shouldn't say more. What's funny is how a lot of whites are into yoga and eating vegan, and you go to Hell Plantation, the Tioga Town, everything's like natural and clean, and you go across out east, you know what I'm saying, to the corner store, and the Arab selling you a damn pork sandwich. Like wow, like we don't man. Slow me down if I go on a tangent, but it's just we wonder why things are jacked up, and it's the rulers.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the ruler, and it trickles down.
Listen, y'all getting a good taste of what you gonna get on Man Can We Talk. You know, if y'all haven't noticed yet, my arc right here, he is the missile, and he's coming at you at 500 miles per hour. And he is gonna pierce the skin. You know, so it is what it is. That's what it is, man. You know, that's what you can look forward to. You know. I really, honestly, y'all, my prayer is I want to be in the background one day. I don't even want to be a part of these conversations. I want to be behind that camera, and I want to work that camera, and I want to watch my dogs ride out with it.
Respect.
And I believe in these brothers, man. You know, I believe that they have something to say. I believe that they have something valuable to say, and that's why I partnered up with them, because we need more real people in the media. I watch a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts since like 2017, and it just ain't a lot. You know, just a lot of stuff, you know, especially when it comes to our people, man. Like, I listen to some of our stuff, and I'm just like, wow. I don't even want to hear that junk, man, because it ain't enough real out there, man. So, but it ain't too many people that's just going to be real, because a lot of people are controlled.
By money.
Check. Honestly, they're controlled. They can't say certain things. They can't, you know, they have to tiptoe around certain things. There's a few of them out there that's real. A few podcasts, man, but for the most part, it just be a lot of people kind of tiptoeing around subjects, don't want to talk about things as it is, and I understand. They trying to feed FM, that's it. So you know what I say, man, let me jump in this media game, man, and let me bring something different. So y'all know how it is on Dad Can We Talk, we keep it real. On Man Can We Talk is gonna be the same thing. So y'all get used to these brothers' faces, man, and get used to their voices, because they'll be on the forefront. They'll be more of what you're hearing. Eventually y'all gonna see me fade into the background. All y'all gonna see me on is Dad Can We Talk. You know, and that's the plan. Eventually, we're gonna have a show that's on sports. I really wanted to be focused on North Central Florida sports. Eventually I want to have something for the women, man. I be having a lot of women reaching out to me and saying, you don't do nothing for women. So eventually we gonna get there. I gotta find the right person, because I don't want to do that, man.
They don't want this smoke.
You know, some women was like, you should do it, men.
You women don't want this smoke.
Yeah. And I'm like, nah, I can't do Mom Can We Talk. I I don't think it's right for me to be a married man and to be sitting down and being that intimate with another woman, talking about her business.
Why?
You know, because that just ain't my thing. You know, I want to be intimate with my own wife.
She come on the show, she got to get that smoke.
No. Now, she'll get the smoke, but it just look, I don't want it to be just me and her. We sitting in this room, and I just don't think that's right for me. So I want another woman that's going to run that. And eventually I want something that's going to be relationships and marriage. We're going to have a show on that, man. You know, this whole Can We Talk network is about to go up, man. So y'all continue to stay tuned. I got one thing I want to say. April 2nd, I'm planning on doing a dad walk. I want it to be something like a dad day where I'm getting together all the dads, stepdads, goddads, granddaddies.
Well, you look
uncles,
at the kid, bring tail out here.
Yeah, mentor, whatever you are. If you got a kid that you can bring, man, come out, let them kids be around some other kids. Y'all come out here and be around some other men. Man, we just gonna be vibing, man. We gonna walk from Aquin Jones School in Gainesville to Westside Park. And once we get to the park, man, we just gonna be chilling. You know, we gonna have some food, some snacks, some drinks. I want to be, you know, they got the basketball courts out there. We can go shoot some basketball. If you bring the football, we're going to be throwing the football. I'm going to try to get a little ball. We can play some kickball at the little baseball field over there. Even if you want to bring some baseball, I don't care, man. I just want to hang, man. I want to get with the men, and I want to vibe. I want to fellowship. I want to love all my brothers, man. All people, everybody welcome, man. I just want you to get if you know a kid, you anything to a kid, a brother, I don't care what it is, man. Bring them out and we gonna vibe. We gonna vibe, man. Have your phones, man. Get some numbers, get some contacts, get a circle of men that you can, you know, fellowship with and be accountable to.
You got a whole month.
Whole month.
You know what I mean?
Whole month. So I shared it on Facebook. It's getting a lot of traction on there. So
that's dope.
It's crazy. It's a lot of people that's hit me up. I had one guy called me who owns some of the Bird scooters out here. He was like, he's willing to unlock some of his scooters for the event and allow us to use them for the time being. And the community fund of Alachua County, something like that. They are gonna donate some snacks and drinks and stuff. So if you're looking to help sponsor the event, I need all the help I can get. You know, I ain't got a whole bunch of money and that like that. So,
but that's what we need support.
That's what I need the support, man. If you can provide hot dog, hamburger, whatever, man, just stuff that we could do. I just want to be able to have some drinks, some snacks, some food out there for everyone. I got a DJ in mind, a guy who can bring some music and stuff, and we gonna vibe, man. You know, I don't want it to be all complicated and all that. We just chilling, man. We gonna walk, we gonna enjoy each other's company, and we gonna show people that we know how to act. Since they say the narrative is all black people don't know how to act, we gonna show them we know how to act, and we gonna do that. And yeah, so like my boy said, you got a whole month, man. April 2nd, 2022. And it'll be starting at 9 a.m. You're gonna have to get up early. Whatever, man. Get up, man. Come and take this walk and come vibe for the day, man.
Yeah, like you got up for that chicken sandwich at KFC.
That.
Get your butt up. Come support these dads.
Yeah.
You know, the men are in place, man. That's gonna be dope, man.
Crazy.
Imagine all the fathers,
It's
man.
gonna be ridiculous, bro. It's gonna be crazy. So
that's awesome.
I'm expecting at least 100 dads, and that's just dads. So including the dads and the kids, moms, if y'all want to come out and help support, come to the park, man. Come vibe, man. I just want to vibe with my people. Honestly, it's been on my heart for a long time.
But this is for the dads.
It's for the dads now. Don't get it twisted.
Daddies.
I had one woman ask if she can come walk and find a single dad.
No.
See if she'll find some single dad. I say, man, sis, listen, put your shoes on and come
on,
man. It might be some men out there that
might work out for you.
Yeah, for real. Find you a good man out there.
We harassing these dads,
for real.
man. We trying to stay focused.
That's real.
For real though. So yeah, man, that's one of the plans. Y'all continue to look forward to Dad Can We Talk. We got some episodes coming up. I'm really booked up until like almost the end of April, man, going into May. So I got a lot of dads coming. I just got hit up today. A guy contacted me on Instagram. He wants me to be a part of his podcast, be a guest on March 19th, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's called, I forgot what it's called. I'll tell y'all about it on Dad Can We Talk. But got a lot of stuff going on, man. So things are looking up. I'm encouraged. Shout out to my man T Whitey at 6 O'Clock Studios. That's where we posted up at, man. For all of your recording needs, he does recording. They can make beats over here. They do t-shirts, graphics. They have an entertainment school here if you want to learn producing, all that, man. Holla at my man T Whitey. Find him on Facebook at T Whitey or Whitey 43rd, or hit him up for some rolls, man. He has these gourmet rolls, these cinnamon rolls called Whitey Rolls. Hit him up on his Whitey Rolls page. Support my brother, man. You know, he's doing a lot. He's been good to me, man. That's my boy. My brother always looking out for me, provide this space for me. And I am very
into a habit of that, of highlighting businesses.
Yeah,
we got to get into. I don't care if it's a small little car wash or a lawn service or whatever. We got to get into the habit of, you know, edifying these young brothers and sisters that are going into the business realm.
Facts. Boy,
we have to support them.
We do it right now. I give out two food trucks right now. Y'all go check out. Go check out Nacho Sweets.
Ooh,
Yeah.
my people.
Check them out on Facebook and find out where they at. And go check out my guy Vegan Gator.
Woo. That real heat.
Listen now, you may not be a vegan.
That real heat,
but I
bro.
guarantee you'll change your mindset.
Alright.
So
Let me plug in mine. Go get your car wash, get it detailed at Stay Free Car Wash.
I gotta get with bro for
Greg
real.
McDonald. Get over there and support that brother, man.
And we gotta have him on here.
Yeah, we gotta get
We
Brian. Cause that brother there, man, Kenny Holmes' finest. One of the original.
Yeah.
From Kenny Holmes, just a straight legend, man. Always kept it real, kept his head up, been through hell and back, you know, and married.
Yeah.
Got a strong wife behind him, man, and he stands on that. I love seeing him on Facebook, you know, posting him and his wife and them doing what they do. I think that's amazing because he is where he is because he knows what it means, man, to have a good woman by his side.
Yeah.
So thanks for supporting him, sis. That's amazing.
We gotta get with bro.
I love Greg.
Greg, man.
My boy Shine.
Definitely gonna holler at you for real.
He
I meant
shine.
to stop by his place the other day when I passed by there.
And I'm a hypocrite. I ain't been by there to get my truck clean, but I'm coming, bro.
Real talk.
Let's
I'm
go.
coming. Real talk.
You know,
Real
I stop
talk.
by and speak all the time, but I'm
Real
gonna come by
talk.
and spend some money with you, bro.
that's
For real,
man.
for real. But yeah, man, we gonna end it there, man. We all got wives and kids, so it's a little later tonight. I gotta be up at 4 a.m. for work in the morning at Walmart. I shouldn't come in tomorrow, but
shouldn't.
I'm gonna make that money. So yeah, man, we out of here, man. It's Men Can We Talk? I'm your boy Anthony Ray.
I'm your boy Azrael Maccabee.
I am Yaakov Malek Bey. We sign off. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bang bang.